Hey y'all, welcome to the Blue Plate Special. We are live at Barley's in the Old City. It's Friday, so it's time for the Big Plate, and we got a great local band on tap for you today. You all give a big welcome to True Blue.
She came to me, said she knew me, said she'd known me a long time. And she spoke of being in love with every mountain she had climbed. And she talked of trails she walked of far above the timberline. From that night on, I knew I'd write songs with Carolina in the pines. There's a new moon on the 14th, first quarter the 21st, and a full moon in the last week brings a fullness to the earth. There's no guesswork in the clockwork of the world's heart or mind. There are nights I only feel right with Carolina in the pines. As the frost grows on the window and the wood stove smokes and glows, as the fire grows we can warm our souls watching rainbows in the coals. And we'll talk of trails we walked of far above the timberline. There are nights I only feel right with Carolina in the pines. Thank you. We are True Blue. We play some bluegrass, we play some Celtic, we play some jazz.
And some originals.
And this is one, actually, Mr. J. Lloyd on the mandolin here. He wrote this song a while back. Yeah, tell him about it.
Yeah, this is a song about the true bluegrass is always about a cabin or a kiln. Well, this one's about a crybaby, and this is a song I wrote called Crybaby. You're a crybaby, crybaby, cry all the time. That's all I ever get from you. It's crybaby, crybaby, cry all the time. Crying's all I'll ever get from you. You don't get your way, walk right out the door. Then blame your life on me, well that's a chore. You'll never understand until you have no friends. Crying's all I'll ever get from you. You're a crybaby, crybaby, cry all the time. That's all I'll ever get from you. Please cry, baby, cry all the time. Crying's all I'll ever get from you. You're breaking hearts and making misery. You're wasting time and I don't need a thing. You should be ashamed, but instead you want this fame. Crying's all I ever get from you. You're a crybaby, crybaby, cry all the time. That's all I ever get from you. It's crybaby, crybaby, cry all the time. Crying's all I'll ever get from you. You're breaking hearts and making misery. It breaks my heart to know that you don't care. It doesn't mean a thing when lost words begin to ring. Crying's all I ever get from you. You're a crybaby, crybaby, cry all the time. That's all I ever get from you. It's crybaby, crybaby, cry all the time. Crying's all I ever get from you. You're a crybaby, crybaby, cry all the time. That's all I ever get from you. It's crybaby, crybaby, cry all the time. Crying's all I ever get from you. I said crying's all I'll ever get from you. All right. Thank y'all.
Thank y'all. Thank y'all so much. We appreciate WDVX for having us. And
That's True Blue on the WDVX Blue Plate Special. It's time for me to break in and do a little interview with these folks. So it's kind of funny. I host the Blue Plate on Saturdays typically, but I'm usually in the visitor center. And I think I've only hosted the Big Plate 4 times, and they have been the band 2 of the times. So I don't know what's going on here. It's a symbiotic relationship.
It was meant to be, Sean.
It's just meant to be. Well, it's good to have you all back. And Johnny, I'm guessing you could take my vocals down in. Is it the monitors that are ringing? Something's ringing up here. Anyway. So tell me a little bit about what's going on with you all. You all got some shows coming up, and
Yeah, we've been together in this combination for about, most of us been together for about 2 years.
2 years.
2
yeah.
years.
2
And Harry came in a little less than a year ago, and we decided we want to do some original music and try to move on to the next level, and we're practicing hard. We got several shows coming up. We got Jig and Reel on the 14th of June. Blackberry Farm, 4th of July, we're playing the luncheon up there. We're playing at Riverview Family Farms Market out in Farragut on July 25th, Birchfield's Restaurant in Oak Ridge on August 15th, and we'll have a wonderful cello player with us there, who you will hear later on this show. And we, Greg and I, Garrett, Greg and I have a few duo gigs too. We're playing at Dixie Lee Farmers Market.
Yeah.
Rhinestone Fest here at June 7th.
Rhinestone and the Shed.
And we just did the grand opening for the Hardin Valley Event Center, a brand new, beautiful facility out there off Hardin Valley. And Garrett and I will be playing there Thursday night, and probably most Thursday nights coming up. And the whole band will be playing there some too. Other than that, we're just practicing every Thursday night.
Other than that. So Garrett was saying earlier that you all play all kinds of stuff, and I was listening to your sound check, and looks like we can look forward to a variety as your set progresses. There'll be a little Celtic music, maybe even a little classical music.
Maybe.
What's gotten into you?
I don't know. We just got crazy.
I guess so. Well, I'm going to pick on Jay over there on the mandolin for just a second, because I get to work with Jay some in one of the bands that I help direct at UT. that he's gracious enough to come be part of. But we get to hear a bunch of his original material. Mention what you all are doing tomorrow. You all are playing tomorrow. The band you play at UT is?
Yes, we're playing an event.
Schultz Brow?
Yes. We're playing there 2 to 5 tomorrow afternoon with a collective unit revival band from the University of Tennessee Appalachian String Band. So we'll be down there tomorrow afternoon, 2 to 5.
2 to 5. And I think that's Schultz Brow's anniversary celebration is what's going on down there. Well, let's get back to some more music right now.
All right, this is a tune written by Michael Reno Harrell, who plays on this show about once a year. He used to live in Knoxville. We had a band together way back in the 80s. And he's a wonderful songwriter and storyteller. He lives over in Morganton, North Carolina right now. But this is one he wrote called There Are No Angels Here. And I think it's very appropriate for what's going on these days.
There were angels on this earth a long, long time ago. And sometimes I sit and wonder, where did all the angels go? I see the way we treat each other. Look at the things that we hold dear. I guess it isn't any wonder that there are no angels here. I wonder if we wrote a letter and left it on some hallowed ground, and then it promised to do better. Someday they might come back around. If we lit 1,000,000 candles, sent prayer flags flying in the wind, if we all would come together, the angels might come back again. I know mankind was never perfect. There's never really been true peace. But we believe that good will conquer, and there is hope in us at least. We keep on gaining all this knowledge, but what I'd really like to know, if progress really makes us better, then where did all the angels go? I wonder if we wrote a letter and left it on some hallowed ground, and in it promised to do better. Someday they might come back around. If we lit 1,000,000 candles, sent prayer flags flying in the wind, if we all would come together, the angels might come back again. If we wrote a letter and left it on some hallowed ground, and in it promised to do better, someday they might come back around. If we lit 1,000,000 candles, sent prayer flags flying in the wind, if we all would come together, the angels might come back again. If we all would come together, the angels might come back again.
Thank you so much. Now we got a little Delmore Brothers tune for you. Delmore Brothers are one of the duo acts from back in the 30s. This has been covered by Norman Blake and Tony Rice and a bunch of other people. But we got our own little version of it. Am I wrong? Oh no, I'm wrong.
Let's just go with what you introduced. Yeah, the Delmore Brothers.
This is written by a friend of mine also. Rod, as a matter of fact, Rod Stopp, who I went to school with, one of my best friend growing up, literally, wrote this song. He's a mandolin player in the first bluegrass band I ever had, and he wrote this song way back. So a lot of it's relevant more to the 70s. But anyway, it's called Go Bill Monroe. You'll recognize the melody.
Yeah. Units ready?
Way up in Kentucky in that bluegrass land, there was born a leader of a bluegrass band. His mama always told him that he would go far. His horoscope said he'd be an opera star. And there's a lot of city things he did not know, but nobody played the mandolin like Bill Monroe. Go, 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 Bill Monroe, go, go, Bill Monroe, go, go, Bill Monroe, go. Bill Monroe, go. Bill Monroe, be good. He whittled on his mandolin with a pocket knife. A wreck of 53 nearly took his life. He wrote tunes like Kentucky Mandolin, Roanoke, Scotland, and Uncle Ben. His fans all knew him as Daddy O, 'cause even in Japan they heard of Bill Monroe. Go, 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 Bill Monroe, go, go, Bill Monroe, go, 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 Bill Monroe, go, go, Bill Monroe, go. Bill Monroe, be good. Now he's up in heaven with that angel band, with a bunch of bluegrass boys and bluegrass fans. He's got Jimmy, Earl, and Lester keeping harmony tight. Elvis even joins in on a moonlight night. The harps playing with fiddles and Earl's banjo, while the master plays the guitar for Bill Monroe. Go, 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 Bill Monroe, go, go, Bill Monroe, go, 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 Bill Monroe, go, go, Bill Monroe, go. Bill Monroe, be good. Go, 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 Bill Monroe, go. Go, Bill Monroe, go. Go, Bill Monroe, go. Go, Bill Monroe, go. Bill Monroe, be good. Thank y'all.
If you're listening, Rod, over in South Carolina, that's for you, because it's from you.
Thank you. This next one is two songs, actually. We're going to mesh them together and make a medley. One's a singing song, one's a fiddle tune.
Yeah, this is that Delmore Brothers song I was telling you about. Back in the 30s, brother duets was the big thing. There's Bill and Birch Monroe, the Blue Sky Boys, the Bill Delmore brothers. That was the main kind of act that you heard on country music radio on WSM. But we don't do it that way. We're doing it as a trio.
There she goes. 1, 2, 3. Gonna lay down my old guitar. Gonna lay down my old guitar. I wish I could tie it to my side and take it along with me. I'm sick in this lonesome bed. I'm sick in this lonesome bed, with no one to rub my aching head. I'm sick in this lonesome bed. Gonna lay down my old guitar. Lay down my old guitar. I wish I could tie it to my side and take it along with me. There's no one to cry for me. There's no one to cry for me. I've gone so far away, can't you see? There's no one to cry for me. Gonna lay down my old guitar. Lay down my old guitar. I wish I could tie it to my side and take it along with me. it along with me.
Thank you. I don't think the Delmore brothers put that E flat in there.
Yeah.
That's True Blue on the WDVX Blue Plate Special. I'm going to break here and do a couple announcements. Well, I think they're going to bring somebody else on stage and switch some things around. So let me thank some of the folks who helped make this possible. The Blue Plate Special is presented by Barley's Tap Room and Pizzeria on Jackson Avenue, right where we are right now. Home of the Big Plate on Fridays, and by Modelo Especial and Corona Extra. Additional support comes from Visit Knoxville. Now next Friday for our next Big Plate, right back here we'll have Jay Clark and the Tennessee Tree Beavers on the stage. And as y'all get settled there, Jack, you were saying that there's a musician friend in need right now, and you wanted to mention something about that.
That's right. A lot of people around the Knoxville area will know Perry Cooper, fiddle player. He's hosted the Jig and Reel Jam, and he's been around the Knoxville scene doing all the contests and all for 40, 50 years. And he is in dire need right now. He's of medical attention. He doesn't have any insurance, doesn't have anywhere to go when they release him from the hospital. And as a matter of fact, he's having his foot amputated as we speak. And there's a GoFundMe page set up on our True Blue Facebook page. It's True Blue Facebook page. It's just True Blue Facebook? Yeah. And also on our website, trueblue-band.com. If you would like to donate to Perry and help him get the in-home health care when he gets released, we really appreciate it.
Mm-hmm. All right, great, thank you. So, you got some more for us, right? No, we're done. You brought Stacy up here just to look pretty. That's all right.
Oh yeah. Well, let me introduce on the cello, KSO cello player. Stacy has been with the KSO for 20 years or more. She's written a book about cello playing for young folks. She does outreach programs for the KSO at schools and hospitals and things, and she has found a little bit of time on the off season here to slum it with the bluegrass band. Stacy Nickel on the cello. And I might as well go around and tell you who everybody else is. On the mandolin, fiddle, singing tenor and all parts, writing a lot of original music, Mr. Jay Lloyd. On the 3/4 size bass viol from Maryville, Tennessee, Mr. Harry Miller. He wore sport coats when it wasn't cool. On the guitar, lead, also a great banjo player, sings all the parts, also writes some of the songs, Garrett Gregg from Maryville.
And leading this outfit, the guy who put it together, picking the banjo, writing songs, just all around a good guy. I love him and I live with him. Mr. Jack Hatfield.
Thank you. We're going to do one I think you'll recognize, so I won't introduce the title of it. We love Woo.
I'm glad you wrote that song.
Yeah, I'm glad I wrote that song. It's been good to me over the years. Now I got a song written by Jay Lloyd. You want to tell them about it, Jay?
Yeah. This next song is a song that I wrote about a tragedy that happened down in South America, and it's a song I call A Nightmare in Paradise. Get it all together, string together.
The only nightmare is that transition lick you wrote. I'm still mad at you for that.
Out on the outskirts of the day, where all the school kids were taught not to play. Without a warning or justified cost, nothing prepared us for the moments we lost. Ever so lonely, a nightmare in paradise, under the sunshine, so far away. Lost in the moment, reality rolled the dice. Only his moment was close to the sea. Up late at night when the demons would come, nothing prepared us for the moment to come. The ocean came crashing and without a sound, Clifford was missing, 3 days to be found. How can this be? A nightmare in paradise, under the sunshine is so far away. Lost in the moment, reality rolled the dice. Only his moment was close to the sea. Out all alone with the moon by the sea, feeling this madness that won't let me be. Where did this come from and where did he go? Show me the answer as I walk out alone. How can this be? A nightmare in paradise, under the sunshine is so far away. Lost in the moment, reality rolled the dice. Only his moment was close to the He traveled this world over oceans so deep. Farewell to this loved one, forever he'll sleep. The water came subtle but lingered astray, as it came lurking to take Cliff away. How can this be? A nightmare in paradise, under the sunshine is so far away. Lost in a moment, reality rolled the dice. Only his moment was close to the sea. Lost to the sea. Lost to the sea. Lost to the sea.
All right, we got beautiful Jay Unger tune right now that features Stacy a lot, and Jay gets to go play on the fiddle. He plays fiddle more on most of our shows than he's doing today, but we're trying not to repeat too many songs that we've done on this show before. So,
Yeah, if you want to see the rest, you got to come check us out.
that's right. You got go to trueblue-band.com, check out our schedule. And if you want to join our notification list, get an email about where our gigs are going to be, you can scan that QR code or you can go to the website. And we'll send you an email about the middle of every week telling you where we're going to be. say?
Did that fall out of there? That's wild.
We're definitely leaving out bad decisions. All right, we got one now that Harry's brought a new voice into the band. He is a penny whistle player, and we've worked up a few tunes, including one of his originals, which we're not doing it actually today, using the penny whistle. And thank you so much, Harry. It's been fun.
No, thank you. It's my pleasure.
And the bass player gets featured.
That's right. Try not to do it too fast. Mr. Harry Miller on the whistle.
That's True Blue on the WDVX Blue Plate Special. Thank you all so much. We're going to get one more song from them, but I want to thank you all for coming out. Thank everybody who's watching and listening out there. We'll be back here for another Big Plate next Friday with Jay Clark and the Tennessee Tree Beavers. But right now, one more song from True Blue.
finished 2 minutes early.
Wow, you're on time.
That's True Blue, live right here at Barley's in the Old City. Hope you'll join us next time for more real live music on the WDVX Blue Plate Special. But right now, I'm going to send it back into the studio.